This one is cute.
Yeah. Like Hatshepsut, you know. The cow licked the hands. Yeah. It's on the Hathor Chapel where the cow is licking Hatshepsut's hand.
Oh yeah.
And then later she drinks the milk from underneath.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sacred milk.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because it's from Hathor. It's Hathor. It's not a normal cow. Well, just part of the package. The world is all one. So the more you become one means you become one with everything that is. And then when you go further, then you can talk to the animals and the birds, and you can communicate. And people do. Not only St. Francis. And you don't have to communicate in words, just with love. Like now with the cow, you know. If you give kindness to an animal, you will only get kindness back.
It's mutual.
Yes.
Reciprocal.
And the animals always follow the laws of nature, so they're true to the netters. And man has deviated
More
from
than
them.
humans.
Of course, man has deviated. So he thinks he can do what he wants, and he can, but you're moving away from nature.
Very interesting point, Brian, you said. Animals follow the laws of the nature.
They have no choice. They can only follow the laws of nature. That's why they're always perfect, and they're always in perfect harmony. They know exactly Seth and Nephthys. They know what to do, what not to do. They know all the limits. They know the possibilities.
This is in a way explains the representations and the illustrations and the drawings of animals in the ancient Egyptian temples and wall artifacts.
Yes, and then some of them have even greater intelligence, like cats. Cats were always very special. Both the domestic cats, like the bastard type, and the lions, or the Sekhmet type, or the Mut type. But they're more in touch with Nephthys and the unseen realms. But cats are extremely intuitive. They always know what's happening. They always know which way is up. They know which way is up. If you drop a cat upside down, they can flip immediately. They always land feet down. They're incredible.
Right. That's right.
And
so what would you say, Brian, to those who are mocking the ancient Egyptian culture and say that they worship animals?
Well, you just don't need to listen to those people. People say anything. That's what Facebook is about. It's a form of free expression. But it's not necessarily in any way connected with truth or anything even relevant. So there's so much wrong information about ancient Egypt. Part of my mission is setting that straight. To what degree I can, So if people want to hear, they will hear. And it's not just about ancient Egypt, it's about life on earth.
Yes.
And the more you're in touch with nature, and your own body is your closest example of nature. So even you live in New York City, you have a body and you're breathing all the time, day and night. So you're in touch with nature. You don't have to go into a forest. But just be sensitive to natural forces
What do you mean?
within your body and
What do you,
externally.
excuse me, but what do you mean by natural forces?
The forces of nature, the netters.
Yes. For those who never heard of this terminology, netters, how would you define and explain it in a simple way?
Well, these are the cosmic laws of the universe. They are the ways by and through which God created all that is, the entire universe. So He created them through what we call the netters. These are the cosmic laws of creation. And we are blessed as humans, we are blessed with the same gift that we have access to the netters and can use them for ourselves in creating our own lives, not in creating new universe. That's the big scale, but the microcosmos man can create his own life and create his own reality. Two separate things. You create your own reality through your mind, through your belief system, and then you create your own life, which is the manifestations of that belief system, the manifestations and consequences of that belief system. So you create everything you have and everything you are. And you can be in harmony with the netters or not.
What
This is your
happens if we
choice.
lose this harmony?
You're on your own. And many people like to be on their own. They want to be a rebel without a cause.
Rebel without a cause.
Yeah,
Back to James Dean.
yeah. He did it well. And many followed.
And many followed.
But
Foolishly, could you say?
well, no, it's their choice.
That's true.
God gave you free choice. You can do whatever you want. And it just depends what kind of life you want. And some people want that kind of life.
Those forces of nature, or laws of nature, are manifested in somehow manifested in your paintings.
Well, you can't see the laws of nature. You can only see their effects or traces of their effects. So, you can set about making an abstract painting of a cosmic law, which would be some kind of symbolic representation, and they've done that. But they are metaphysical. They're not something physical or tangible. What the ancient sages did was portray them as often semi-human beings or an animal form. But that's a symbolic language. It's a codified language to represent what is invisible and metaphysical. So it was just to help people understand. It was a teaching, part of the temple teaching, and still very valid today. But you have to understand how to read the symbols, how to read the language.
Yeah. Could you give us a clue? How could we read this language?
Stop thinking, number one. Thinking is the worst. I can't quite call it a disease, but it's...
What do you mean by stop thinking?
Well, in our modern society, we've grown up and gotten used to constant mind activity, and to such an extent that the mind is given priority over the heart. So what people think is what they do, rather than what they feel is what they do. So they do what they think is right, not what they feel is right. So there's a big difference between the mind, which is a product function of the brain, and the heart, and the eye of the heart, and acting from the eye of the heart, wisdom of the heart, Nephthys.
Yes.
So Nephthys is a cosmic law, and Nephthys is your guide through life. And if you listen to her advice and follow that, your life will be quite different and much more in harmony. When you follow your mind, it can lead you anywhere, because you are what you eat, and it depends what you've been eating the last 30, 40, 60, 70 years, because you are that. And that's your belief system until you change it. And that is easy to do. She's happy.